Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we look at a man who stabbed another man to death before leaving his body in a Walthamstow park has been jailed for a minimum of 30 years for the killing. He also received a further 22-year sentence for the attempted murder of another man and 1 year for possession of an offensive weapon to be served concurrently. Richard Michael Hand, 43, of Falmouth Way, Waltham Forest, was convicted of the murder of Yasar Musa, 37, after a 2-week trial at the Old Bailey. Mr. Hand was arrested after the 37-year-old Yasar's body was discovered in the undergrowth near a brook in St James's Park, Walthamstow, 5 days earlier. The attempted murder count, Mr. Hand was also convicted of an incident where he attacked another man with an axe. The court heard a post-mortem examination held after his body was found showed the official cause of Mr. Yasar's death to be a stab wound to the neck. An investigation was launched by homicide detectives from the Met's Specialist Crime Command. CCTV footage revealed he had travelled to Falmouth Way, the location of Mr. Hand's home address. Mr. Yasar's phone records also showed he had spoken to Mr. Hand that day. After Mr. Hand was arrested, Mr. Yasar's blood-stained clothing was discovered in some communal bins outside the killer's home, as well as a bent knife and a substantial amount of cleaning material, including a number of bottles of bleach. The stench of bleach was also noticeably strong inside the home, where Mr. Yasar's DNA was found on a leather sofa. Officers were then able to charge Mr. Hand with Mr. Yasar's murder. At the time, Mr. Hand was on bail for the attempted murder of a 56-year-old man who he hit on the head with an axe at an address in Fortrose Gardens, Brixton. The court heard how Mr. Hand, who was friends with the victim, had brought an axe down the back of his friend's head in a completely unprovoked attack. The victim in this attack suffered devastating injuries, including a fractured skull and 2 deep cuts to the back of his head, as well as a deep cut to his hand. Mr. Hand was arrested and charged with this offence, and he appeared in custody at Camberwell Green's Magistrates Court the following day. He was remanded into custody until he was released on bail after a hearing at the Old Bailey. DCI Lawrence Smith, the lead investigator, said, "Richard Hand is a dangerous man who has launched 2 unprovoked attacks on men who thought they were his friends. I am glad he has now been brought to justice and will serve a significant portion of the rest of his life in jail." So what are your thoughts about Richard Michael Hand? Please share your thoughts in the comments below, and until next time, stay safe.